Students, those who says good morning, I am also saying good morning. So let us move to the further. Online students, am I audible to you?
This meeting is being recorded.
Okay. So now we'll move to the further. So the last and final topic, which is a very important, I'm introducing regular expressions. Regular expressions in Python. So here we are going to discuss regular expressions in Python. Before that, I want to tell you about the index, like our regular practice. So let me start about purpose of regular expressions. Purpose of regular expressions. Okay. Next, definition of regular expression. Definition of regular expression. And next, applications of regular expressions. Applications of regular expressions. Followed by module name. Module name required for module name required for developing module name required for developing regular expressions applications. Regular expressions applications or programs. That is RE. The module name RE stands for regular expressions because you are already gold medalist in full forms. RE stands for what? Regular expressions. Now I'll go to functions in regular expressions. Functions in RE module. So there I'm going to talk about the functions which are present in that is, number one is, find all or search. We start from search. Search. Second one, we talk about find all. Find all. Third one, we'll talk about find ITER. Find ITER. Find iteration. Find iterator kind of thing. Find. Four is called what start. And the fifth one is called end. And the sixth one is called a group. Group. And the seventh one is called a sub. Sub. And a detailed explanation about the functions with programming examples immediately. Programming examples. So this is one level. Today I will explain them. Next we will enter into the most important area, most deepest area there. Programmer defined character classes. Programmer defined character classes. Character classes. Right? Followed by programming examples. So many number of examples. Next, predefined character classes. Predefined character classes. Followed by so many predefined character classes are there. We'll go for it. Next is called quantifiers. 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 Quantifiers in regular expressions. Followed by programming examples. Now I'm going to say miscellaneous concepts on programmer defined, comma, predefined character classes, predefined character classes, and quantifiers. Quantifiers. We are going to discuss that. Next, we are going to talk about there also combined programming examples on combined programming examples on all kind of things. Programmer defined and all those things. These kind of things we are talking. So that will be ending of this topic. And this is the most important, students. This concept is available in, this is available in Java, available even in JavaScript also. Have we completed JavaScript? JavaScript completed? Completed or not? నేను క్వశ్చన్ అడుగుతానని ఫీల్ అవ్వకండి మీరు. కంప్లీటెడ్ ఆర్ నాట్? As a part of full stack, you need to do all those things or not? As a part of full stack Python, you need to complete Python module, then UI module, database, Django, and then in the Django there are two things: Django and REST API and Flask. Three things are there. Then tools, the database module. So these things, if you complete it, and you can apply for the job. And there is no doubt in that if you complete the total 5 modules, 5 skill sets, 100% you will get the job. There is no doubt in that. But only one thing learning, only Python learning and keeping it simply sitting idle, it is not going to be. It is the most important only, but it's not recommended. If you want to eat biryani, main ingredient is what? Python only. The rest of the preservatives are there, right? Rest of the preservatives. The main component in biryani, you know what is that? It's like a Python. And the rest of the additions will be there. Additions, add-ons will be there. Those add-ons are something like other parts in the module. Then the taste will be coming to that. Otherwise, simply coming to Python class and simply keeping quiet and calm. The company people will come to our home and they will conduct interviews in our home. Don't keep like that. Try to complete that kind of things. So let us start. Even in JavaScript also, regular expressions are available. So let me talk about introduction to the regular expressions here. So that is an index. Let me start. So what is the use of exception handling? What is the use of exception handling? Technical error messages into what is that? నేను అడిగిన క్వశ్చన్ ఏంటి, మీరు చెప్పే ఆన్సర్ ఏంటి? What is the use of exception handling? You are saying the definition of exception handling. What I am asking, what you are answering. The purpose of exception handling is to build robust applications. Open చేస్తాను ఇప్పుడు. 9 AM exception handling. Their notes, exception handling, purpose of exception handling. Here it is available. So this points building exceptions here, and types of errors place I wrote that. Types of errors. The purpose of exception handling is to build, to develop robust applications. Purpose is different from definition. And what you are saying, మీరు ఇది చెప్తున్నారు. So this part you are saying definition of exception handling. The process of converting technical error messages into user-friendly error messages is called what? Exception handling. I'm not asking definition, I'm asking purpose. Every topic will be having what? Purpose will be there. That purpose I'm trying to ask you here. So in whatever the way you are developing the robustness using exceptions, same thing, regular expressions also will build, the type of regular expressions also will build this robust applications also. So I'm writing here regular expressions. First of all, I'm going to write it. The regular expressions concept is one of the programming language independent concept. Programming language independent concept. It is not belongs to any C, C++, Java, .NET or something. It is one of the independent language concept. If you studied in CSE background or any MCA, there is a subject called automata. There is a subject called automata theory will be there. Where the total rules are related to regular expressions. So coming to this, even if you are not studying also, no problem. I'm giving complete explanation here. Try to follow. Regular expressions concept is one of the programming language independent concept for building, and whose purpose is and whose purpose is that to build to build to build robust applications. Robust is nothing but already I said to you strong by validating the data. By validating the data. This is a very, very important. Data validations is important. If we carefully remember, you take two important differences here. Exception handling and regular expressions. One small slight difference I want to tell you. Exception handling and regular expressions I want to tell you. Here I'm going to tell you validation of name. For example, validation of name. An example I'm naming here. Validation of name. This validation of name can be done with what? Exception handling. Can also be done with what? Regular expressions also. Validation of name with exception handling. Already I said in the class. Already I said in the class, I hope so. So in this case, if you come to it, there is a name three. Name validation. Some code was written here. Some code was written. So how many lines of code is written? Almost something like some second line to 18 lines. That is 16 lines of code is written. So when I wrote 16 lines of code, I come to know that there is a name validation. That is okay, perfect. So when I did name validation with exception handling, when name is wrong, it is simply stopping the program execution and come out of that and executing the other statements. We have already seen that type of flow. By writing 16 lines of code, that happening. But in the case of regular expressions, just maximum I will write just 2 lines of code. Same opinion only, same opinion only. But in regular expressions, program execution will not be terminated. Program execution will continue without terminating the code. That is the main difference between regular expressions and exception handling. Exception handling, you need to put your own efforts to build the logic. But here, what is happening? Direct formulas are available. When you go to the interview point of view, they will ask you a lot of formulas which are for what purpose? Validation of the data. I'm going to tell you almost 35 plus formulas I'm going to tell you. And right now you don't know any formula. And you take any student who completed regular expressions and they don't know any formulas. And when we are entering into the real world, the 35 formulas people will ask you. 35 plus only I am going to tell you because these are all we used in real time applications. So these 35 formulas directly make us to do the data validation by just writing maximum 2 to 3 lines of code. But in exception handling, we will build our own logic by writing more lines of code, and that condition is satisfied. Program execution is terminated directly. But in the case of that, single few lines of code, I will write it. No termination will be taken place by default. If you want to terminate programmatically, you can terminate by calling which function? Exit function. And the code will be repeated. If you want, you can write by going for while true kind of logic, you can write it. So regular expressions make us to write few lines of code for data validation. No exiting, no physical exiting will be taking place. But in the case of exception handling, more lines of code I need to write and more efforts you need to keep and physical termination of the code will be taken place. So validation of the name, I prefer to go for what? Regular expressions. Like pin validation, you take it. Pin validation, you take it. Definitely I will go for what? Exception handling, I will go for it. Why? If pin is wrong, I don't want to continue my execution. Now, for example, password is wrong. Password is wrong. Password validation. Which one I will go for it? Which one I will go for it? Exception handling, I will go for it. Next, marks validation. Marks validation, I will go for what? Regular expressions, I will go for it. Because no need to go for exiting. Any sensitive data is available. If something sensitive data is wrong, recommended to go for exception handling. In non-sensitive data, when it comes for validation, I'll go for what? Regular expressions. It is our own talent. If we are good at exception handling, we can follow. If we are good at regular expressions, we can go. If we are not good at both of them, we can go to home also. Both of them are available. So now I'm going to start with the regular expressions. Regular expressions are mainly used for what purpose? Data validation purpose by going for formulas. What are those formulas I'm going to introduce here? So what is the use of regular expressions in Python? To build robust applications, to build robust applications by validating the data. This is a very, very important. For validation is concerned, a lot of formulas I'm going to tell you. Those formulas interviewer will ask you. Any interviewer is going to be entering into regular expressions. They will ask you what? Validation rules they will ask you. So those validation rules, any validation is coming in front of you in real time, that will be from our notes formulas. So let me talk about regular expressions applications. I'm going to talk about it. So what is the meaning of applications of regular expressions? Now in Python programming, regular expressions concept, regular expressions concept implemented, implemented, implemented on the name of, which module? RE module, RE module. So the total concept of regular expressions, importance is already most popular. That concept is implemented by using on the name of which module? RE module. So in other words, we are writing it. RE module, RE module contains multiple predefined functions, multiple predefined functions, multiple predefined functions which are used for validation of validation of data and helps in building helps in building helps in building which applications? Helps in building robust applications. Robust applications. So this is the importance of it. So what is the module we are supposed to take? RE module. Many modules we learned in the Python so far. This RE module contains what functions? Very soon we are going to enter into that. Now I'm going to tell you about applications of regular expressions, where we can come across this regular expressions. So applications of regular expressions, very, very important. Applications of regular expressions. Now I will go for definition of regular expression also. I will go for it. Definition of regular expression. So here I'm going to write it. Definition of regular expressions. So once you understand the definition of regular expressions thoroughly, programming becomes so simple. So let me start. What is the definition of regular expression? So very long back, when I was in teaching Java, some other faculty also teaching Java that time. Maybe fortunately or unfortunately, the topic is going on regular expressions. So at the time of taking evening time, that is, he's saying definition of regular expression definition by seeing that people will really feel that he is really a developer of that. So what is the definition of regular expression? He says you should know. Regular expressions are those which are regular. That is called definition of what? Regular expressions. A plus B, A minus B, and A star B. These are regular expressions. These are blender. So these are what here? A plus B, A minus B, A star B are what? మీకు కూడా తెలియదు అదే అఫ్ కోర్స్ మీరు వాళ్ళ ఫ్రెండ్సే అనుకోండి. వాట్ దిస్ A plus B, A minus B, ఆల్ దోస్ థింగ్స్ అర్థమెటిక్ ఎక్స్ప్రెషన్స్. ఆపరేటర్స్ కాదమ్మా, అర్థమెటిక్ ఎక్స్ప్రెషన్స్. అందుకని మిమ్మల్ని అడగాలని నాకు భయం అవుతుంది అసలు. ఫస్ట్ మీరు ఏం చెప్తారని నేను నా హార్ట్ ఇట్లా అనుకుంటూ ఉంటుంది. మీరు వాట్ యూ సే రాంగ్ ఐ మస్ట్ ఫీల్ డిసప్పాయింటెడ్. అర్థమెటిక్ ఆపరేటర్స్ మావి ఏం మావి మీరు అలా చెప్తే నాకు, మీరు చెప్పకుండా ఉన్నా నేను అనుకుంటా ఓకే ఇలా తెలుసేమో అనుకుంటా. మీరు చెప్పారనుకో ఐ ఫీల్ వెరీ బ్యాడ్ ఫర్ ఇట్. సో A plus B, A minus B, A star B are what? Arithmetic expressions. Plus, minus, star, what they are? Arithmetic operators. So ఆయన చెప్పాడు regular expressions are those which are regular. అయిపోయింది. People are writing regular. So not to, because I want to suggest him, because I did not speak to him. Even now also I don't speak. Actually I want to suggest that day, after listening that definition, almost 12 years onwards, I'm not talking to that. But the daily I will look at, because the definition still I'm remembering. So because of that definition, student will go what way, I don't know. Of course, student will remember or not, that is a different story. Now I will define after 2 minutes. Let me talk about the applications of regular expressions. The first application, regular expressions. I'm talking about in the product-based companies. Regular expressions are used in regular expressions are used in. Now, before going to write it, now I'm going to ask you, who will compile the Python program? Who will compile the Python program? ఎవరో చిన్నగా పీవీఎం అంటున్నారు. ఎవరైనా మోహన్ బాబుడు ఎవరైనా మిమ్మల్ని బయట తిప్పాలి అసలు. హూ ఇస్ దట్ సేయింగ్ పీవీఎం? స్టూడెంట్స్, మీరు లాస్ట్కి వచ్చేటప్పుడు ఎంత పర్ఫెక్ట్ ఉండాలి అసలు. సో హియర్ ఇఫ్ యూ కమ్ 9 AM, Pragnadip, Python interpreter. Good student. 9 AM, features of Python. Why I am showing all these things is to show your loopholes where you are going to be out of order. So here if you look at, this is a diagram I explained. Python interpreter will compile the source code into intermediate code if no errors are present. During this part, compiler or Python interpreter will do what? Compilation phase. So who will compile the Python program? Python interpreter. Who will execute the Python program? PVM. If you say PVM, some student is saying that boy is saying PVM అని. So they will ask you, who is your faculty? Please don't tell my name. కరెక్ట్ చెప్పిన నా పేరు చెప్పకండి, రాంగ్ చెప్పిన నా పేరు చెప్పకండి. If you say anything correct, if they ask you very good, they will say, how you learn Python? You say, I learned on my own, you say. Wrong if you say, who is your faculty? Don't tell, I am only called self-learning, you say. Ekalavya, you say, Ekalavya. You know Ekalavya story? Don't know. Self-learning. So something like that. So try to go to, here I am writing, come to A is equal to 10, B is equal to 20, C is equal to A plus B, you say. This is the plus operator I am using. Carefully listen now. A plus B I am saying here, which is added here, That means the Python compiler, what is the role of Python compiler or Python interpreter here, which is just checking the semantic of plus. Syntax of plus it will check. This means left side of plus one operand is required, right side of plus one operand is required. Operand is nothing but what? Object. If these objects, both of them are there, Python interpreter says that valid statement. And the PVM will substitute the value of A, value of B substituted, and giving the answer. So this is going to give you the answer called ABC. I'm going to say ABC answer is coming like this. We got it. Now all of sudden, students, you try to follow me. A is 10, B is 20. Now I'm saying C is equal to A plus. I'm writing. Simply I'm writing A plus. A plus I'm writing. So if you understand me carefully, A plus. Then Python interpreter already having the rule of what? Very, very important. Rule of what? Plus. Rule of plus is called what? Expression, which was already developed by the Guido van Rossum in where? Python interpreter designed with the rule of law. Rule of plus is already defined, like Indian Constitution. Rule of laws, that is the formulas for us, that are regular expressions for us. So rule of plus is called what? Regular expression. It is a formula already designed and developed in where? Python interpreter. That Python interpreter is applying the rule of plus on this expression what you have written. This is mismatching. That will give you what? Syntax error. Are you understanding why syntax error will come? Because of syntax is not followed, I said. How the syntaxes will be verified? What is the line you have written is applied against to its rule of that operator. What is the rule of plus? Plus left side one object, right side one object is required. Left side object is there, okay. Right side object is not there. It is called which error? So it gives you what? Syntax error. Who will generate the syntax errors, which I already said? Python interpreter will generate the syntax errors during compilation time by verifying the rule of plus. That rule of plus which is designed is called what? Regular expression. Are you following me? So regular expressions are used in all compiler, used in development of language compilers. Language compilers and interpreters. Python compiler you take it. Python compiler, Java compiler, any compiler you take it, which is having all syntactical rules are there. Those rules are violated by the people during their program development. That gives you what error? Syntax error. So, number one application development of regular expressions is in language development. Are you following me? Next. So, that's why regular expressions are used in project level in one simple way only we are using. All product based, like language development is like a product only. Object development is only one place where you are using very easily this one. Next, language regular expressions are used in development of next time writing of what operating systems. Development of operating systems. Go to this place now. This is my OS here. This is my OS. I'm taking what here? Search. I'm going to search. So take some example 9 a.m. These are my folder. In this folder, I want to say as what employee, employee dot what dot py. I'm going to take it. Dot py, star dot py. What is the meaning of star dot py? Or you say something like emp star dot py. What is the meaning of that star? First, it has to start with emp. Star indicates what? Anything after starting with employee also, no problem. Emp unpick, emp loye, emp pick with oops, something like this. This is not called search patterns here. These are all known as what? Wild character mechanism we can call. Anything starts with emp star dot py. All Python files which starts with what? Emp. This star indicates what? Anything else. This type of wild search mechanism also done with what? Regular expressions. What you are passing, that will be taking and searching in the given piece of data. So not only that, you are going to say some sort is also there. Sort. To sort it, they developed some sort of what? Functionalities they developed it. How to write the sort? They define some formulas. So in operating system development also, they went for what? They went for what? Regular expressions done. Next, I'm going to talk about regular expressions are used in development of electronic devices, electronic circuits. So electronic circuits theory, electronic circuits. So CUI circuits. If we go to any electronics and better ECE students knows better, triple students knows better. When you go for any experiment, there is some procedure will be there or not? Some procedure will be there. You need to give X connection to Y connection to that and all. That connection procedure in software, if you want to implement it, like Philips, you take it, Sonato, you take it, Siemens, you take it. These are all called electronic based project. They used to develop it. There, all your electronics related experimental procedures will be designed in the form of formulas and they are applying on the project by defining what? Regular expressions. Regular expression is nothing but a formula which is designed beyond our project level. This is also in one of the electronic circuits if you will use it. If you take, and a still small example, if you want to take wall clock, you take it, wall clock. You want to play some cell. You want to play some cell. Do you know cell keeping? When you remove the cell in that slot, there is a plus and minus is written. Did you notice that? What is that plus and minus? Because for the end user is concerned to make them to understand easily, they put some formula here. By seeing the plus and minus, you can insert the cell here. This plus and minus is called what? One simple formula, some rule of law they are keeping on this cell so that you can keep the cell properly. So they are helping to you people to keep your cell properly. So this rule of law is designed internally. That internal rule is known as what? Regular expressions. Next, regular expressions are used in development of universal protocols. Universal protocols. Universal protocols. Like when you go to this place, internet is using which protocol now? Internet is using which protocol now? Quick. Hmm? Internet is using which protocol? అసలు మీ మెయిల్ ఐడి ఉందా? ఆర్ యూ యూజింగ్ మెయిల్ ఐడి ఉందా లేదా? డౌట్ వస్తుంది నాకు. ఆర్ యూ హ్యావింగ్ ఆర్ నాట్? విచ్ ప్రోటోకాల్ ఇంటర్నెట్ ఈజ్ యూజింగ్? ముద్దుబాబులు డోంట్ నో. మరి మీకేం తెలుసు? మీకేం తెలుసు అసలు? సో హియర్ ఇఫ్ ఐ సే www.python.org, which protocol is using internally here? HTTP is using. HTTP. Have you heard about it? మీరు ఏమి రాదు అసలు. HTTP, HTTPS. You will come across all these things in the Django. Try to learn very perfectly about that. And don't sit like a quiet and calm in my class like. Because I am the one which I am giving, even if you don't respond, I am giving everything for you. If you don't respond, na, వాళ్ళు చదువుకొని వెళ్ళిపోతారు. They won't see for much. Be careful what you are trying to say. Since I know what is your, since I am the committed one to you, that's why I'm talking everything without any type of simple topic eliminating. I'm talking everything to you, even if you don't answer. If in other place, if you see, if you don't respond, they will just pack up and they will say Django over. So you will need to go last Django. Go where? Directly to home or Bay of Bengal directly. So that place, my dear students, HTTP or HTTPS. This is a protocol we can call. In olden days, people used to use FTP. FTP comes under UDP level of protocol. HTTP comes under TCP protocol. What is TCP? Full form వద్దు. మాకు వచ్చేదే ఫుల్ ఫామ్. మీరు వద్దు అంటారు, ఏం చేయాలి? This is known as what? These are the network level protocols. These are comes under HTTP. It is one of the stateless acknowledgement oriented protocol. Stateless acknowledgement oriented protocol used in ATMs, used in net banking. Total internet is using HTTP. What is the stateless? As long as you keep your card and you are doing the transaction, your PIN number will retain over there. Once you take your card and come out, once the transaction is finished, your PIN identity will be lost. It is known as what? Stateless. Stateless. What is the stateful protocol? FTP. Even if you do the transaction in the net, in the ATM center, even if you go come out of it, still your identity will be maintained. Another person can continue the transaction with the previous state. This is not correct in net banking and all those things, no? That's why we are going to use total internet is using what? HTTP. And more about the HTTP, you will come across in the Django, because the HTTP is a module in Django level, you will come across. So HTTP, even the Django faculty will ask, what is HTTP? What is HTTP? It is one of the stateless acknowledgement oriented protocol. What is the acknowledgement oriented? Once you do the transaction, response will come. Suppose when you pay the credit card bill, You will get what? Success, you will get it. What is that success is called? Acknowledgement. It is called acknowledgement. Once anything fail, you will get what? Failure notice will come. Even in the mail also same now. Once you send a mail, message sent, you will get it. If anything failure due to network congestion control, you will be getting failure notice to you saying that message is not delivered like. So who is going to give you the type of acknowledgement? Protocol is going to give. So that protocol is having some rules and regulations. Those rules and regulations are what? Communication rules and regulations they are called. Generally, protocol means what? Set of rules entered for the student. What is that set of rules? For exchanging the data between what? Client and server. To exchange the data between client and server, we go for what? HTTP. So HTTP is what? 2 seconds, 2 minutes if you want to speak. It is one of the protocol comes under TCP. That is for stateless maintenance. They are using varieties of protocols. For news broadcasting also there are some protocols. They are called NMTP protocols we are using. SMTP, POP, these are all networking subject. But here, no need. Just I am saying to you. So universal protocol. Suppose I am going to this place. Suppose now I am go. This is my mail ID. I want to send you a mail here. I want to Umakant. So, sir, will you going to teach? I will teach a Django Flask REST API. I can teach. Whichever batch is there, I will take it. Whichever batch is there, I will definitely take it. 2 days before, if they say, I'll adjust my activity and I will come. Python means one bat is required. Test bat one bat is required. 1 day 50 hours one bat is required. 2020 one more bat is required. So some intimation before, of course, they will tell to 3 days before, and we will do whichever batch is allocated. I will take up that batch. So now I will come to that. I'll go to compose. When I say compose, what is happening? Composing message will come. What is the compulsory to be taken there? Recipient address you need to give it. Suppose I am not giving recipient address. Suppose I am trying to attach some documentation or I am writing, hi students, I'm just writing like this. I'm trying to say send. What my protocol will verify? My protocol will verify important thing is called recipient address. It will look into. Since it is not there, immediately it will give you what? Error will come. Error will come. Who will generate that error? Protocol will generate. Say send, you are getting error. Please specify at least one recipient name. There is a mail ID you need to send. After that, if you say that kind of thing, it will ask you what? Subject also. Subject is optional to give it. Understand this point? So what is the protocol rule? What is protocol actually? Set of rules. What are the rules used for? For data communication rules, they will go for it. All present internet is using the protocol called HTTP and HTTPS for security purpose. So, in overall conclusion, I'm not taking to networking here. I'm just taking to what? Protocol is called set of rules which are used for data communication. In that communication, it has some verification rules are there, like recipient verification, subject verification. These are all the recipient verification and subject verification. Those rules are defined with what? Regular expressions. That's why every universal protocol data communication rules are designed by regular expressions. This is one important thing. Next, the regular expressions are used in development of patterns that is called search patterns. Search patterns. Here I'm going to write it. Search patterns they are using it. So search patterns they are using it. Search patterns they are using it. So I'm going to write it. Search patterns they are using it. What do you mean by search pattern here? Go to, for example, this is my regular expression document, for example. I'm asking search how many places these regular expressions are coming. How many number of places these regular expressions are coming. So how do you go for it? You take an example of notepad, you take it. Notepad that is called ID is using what? Search patterns. So how do you go for it now? Or you can also say it as what? Search patterns are pattern matching. Pattern matching. Pattern matching. Go to this now. Go to this option called search. Are you seeing that? Search. Go to what? Find. What is my things I want to search for? Find what? All of you. Find what? Regular expressions. And click on what? Find. So click on this. This is my complete documentation. I want to know that in how many places this regular expression word is available. Write a Python program to find in how many places my regular expression word is found. How do you write the code? Generally, I am asking. Write a Python code for searching how many times the word called what? Regular expressions, which is very complicated. I have to write 15 to 20 lines of code. I have to split it. I have to search for the word called what? Regular expressions and all. Then I will go for use this regular expressions. And here you see, second time you go on clicking on this kind of find and find regular expressions in all the places automatically moving. It is going to the beginning. Once again, I'm saying 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like that it is going on coming. So internally the ID having some type of piece of code or not. How to write that piece of code using Python? I'm going to tell in the class. What that concept is called? మధుబాబులు పలకండి అది pattern matching. Pattern matching. Such patterns are pattern matching. What do you mean by pattern matching? A big documentation is available. 1,000-page documentation is available. In the 1,000-page documentation, how many times the word called a regular expression is available? How can I write in just 2 to 3 lines of code with a beautiful concept of what? Regular expressions. I hope you are understanding the meaning of what? Pattern matching. So most of the time in our regular expressions, we go for pattern matching in the project level. Whether you take JavaScript, it is writing client-side validations, and server-side validations also you will use in Django level also you can use it. That's why I'm taking especially these regular expressions in my Python classes. Actually, by yesterday, I can say Python is over, but I don't want. I want to see you even in the new year also, I want to see you. That's why I'm taking this special topic and I'm explaining. Understanding? Yesterday, I would have been saying, okay, Python is over, like everybody, but I don't want. I want to tell you everything for you, even though you don't respond it. So coming to regular expressions are used in development of such patterns. Now coming to where? Definition of regular expressions. Are you able to follow? Now last and final, one example I am giving it before entering into this regular expression. In a general awareness point of view, I am going to give you what is meant by regular expressions. Take by yourself. Who are you? Who are you? You are a object. You are a object. You want to go to your home. So you want to go to your home. While going to home, what you are going to remember? While you are going to your home, what you are going to remember? Still not answering. Huh? మీ ఇంటికి వెళ్తూ ఉంటారు కదా, వాట్ యు ఆర్ రిమెంబరింగ్? రూట్. రూట్ యు ఆర్ రిమెంబరింగ్ ఆర్ నాట్? You will go wherever you like it. You will remember the route or not? So in your brain, one route map is already prepared. With that route map only you will follow. That route map is called what? Regular expression. That expression you will follow and you apply on the road which you are going to follow. So to go to somewhere, behind of that implementation, there is one formula is there. That formula is called regular expression. Or you are going some place in Hyderabad. You don't know that route. You want to go to some long distance. You don't know that place. What you will keep? Map you will keep or not? That map you will follow. That map you will follow. That map you will follow. So that map you are going to follow. This map is called what? Regular expression, which you are applying on the routes which are available in the Hyderabad place. So this map is called what for you? Regular expression to reach your destination. Are you following me? Next, this is known as what here? For example, this is my documentation. In that I want to look for what only? Regular expression. So I will prepare the formula to search for what? In which data? in given document. So what is supposed to be given to do this? What is supposed to be given? I need to go for given data or not? Come on. Given data. Given data means this total data plus what is supposed to be prepared. What is supposed to be prepared? One formula. That formula is known as what here? Regular expression. What is the regular expression? Regular expression is a formula which is searching in where? Given data, matching in given data, finding in given data to get my desired result. What is my regular expression today? Word called what? Regular expression. To be searched in where? Given data. Means that is entire document. I will find out how many times the word regular expression is coming. Understanding or not? One more thing. Last and final. ఇంకా ఇంతకన్నా నేనేం చెప్పలేను. Still your faces are not, I'm not feeling that you are understanding. So understanding face will be little change, and not understanding face, even if I go on speaking something, face remains same only, right? Even if you want to keep understanding face, that will not come out. Last and final. You know swan? You know swan? Teleda? Emma telda? Telsa? What is that? What it will drink? అది ఏం తాగుతుంది? What it will drink? Milk. Good. Who said? కరెక్ట్. అది మళ్ళీ మీకు డౌట్ ఏమని తిడతాడేమో ఆయన. గుడ్. అంటే అప్రిషియేషన్ కన్నా తిట్టడం ఎక్కువ ఉంటుంది మిమ్మల్ని కదా. ఎందుకని? బాగుండాలని. సో స్వాన్. సో ఎవరైనా ప్రజ్ఞదీప్ is saying that, Mohanty is saying water. Complete opposite candidate. So you go to that. Now I'm going to write it. Swan. So swan. Bird this is. So bird. So go to that images. This is called swan. This swan will drink only what? Milk. So this will drink only milk. Drink only milk. Drink only milk. So drink only milk is called what? As a regular expression which is defined in the brain of what? Swan. Drinking milk is called what? Regular expression. That is called a regular expression. Because without understanding this, if I start writing the code, you cannot understand. Now you are keeping what here? A bowl of thing. In that you are keeping what? In this bowl you are keeping something. With the milk you are keeping. So this is swan is coming here. Swan is coming here. And what it will take? So in this milk, what is present inside? Complete water. Especially in Hyderabad, in the water and milk. And if you call the swan, it will take only something, will take only milk only it will take. And what is left out in that bowl? Water will left out. That means it extracts what data? It searches. The bowl of milk is known as what here? Given data. What the swan is called? An application whose regular expression is called what? Drinking milk. That is going to be known as what? Regular expression is searching in the given data and obtaining the result called getting milk. So now I'm going to write it. So I tried my level best to make you to understand the meaning of regular expression. Now I'm going to write it. A regular expression is a search pattern. First of all, he is one of the search pattern. He is one of the search pattern. He is one of the search pattern. He is one of the search pattern, which is a combination of how to prepare search pattern is one of the beautiful example now. For preparing search pattern, I am going to tell you almost 35 plus formulas I am going to tell you. Internet will ask these questions only. Which is a combination of, I'm going to write it. Alphabets, comma digits, and the next is called special symbols. So a regular expression is one of the search pattern, which is a combination of alphabets, digits, special symbols, and it is used and it is used in searching. It is used in searching or matching, matching or finding in given data and obtains desired result. Desired result is called the definition of what? Regular expressions. So coming to this, Ragnadeep, but other animals don't drink milk. So my question is, what swan will drink? So we need to say what it drink. Ragnadeep, okay? So did you understand? So my question is, what Pragnadeep is a Python student. So Pragnadeep is not a C language student. So like that, what swan will drink? That is my question. So now I'm going to understand. So you never heard about Swana? Okay. Okay. So what can I do? You did not heard about Swan means I cannot do anything else. Because I shown you. So I shown you which state you are from, student? Which state from you are? So maybe in that state the Swan is Odisha. Compulsory it is there on Andhra Pradesh border only. Swan will be available everywhere. So which is purity having, okay, Andhra Pradesh border, definitely it will be there. So coming to the point of it. So okay, you try to ask your elders once. So so I just checked honestly. Okay. So swans are not there in Odisha. Okay, anyhow, I have one friend is there in Odisha. I will let me know tomorrow. Okay, Monty. Huh? Pragnadeep, in Chiluka Lake, there is a plenty of Siberian swans. Hmm. So whatever it is, swan, I'll check it out. So, who is that? Karthik? AP also not there. Okay. Then where it is there, I need to find out because I am from AP. I've seen a lot of swans in our area, but I don't know. Karthik is from which corner of AP? I don't know. So maybe leave that. Come to the topic because nobody will ask swan. So hmm, you did not study about swans also. Okay, no problem. Leave that because swans is not a problem here. Anyhow, I will come to the point. Maybe my question is wrong. I think so. Mohanty, okay na? So Shivaraj. So in but Google shows swan drinks fresh water. Fresh water in the sense, if you go to all granthas, Ayurveda things, if you go to it, all things, swans will drink only milk. That is called Hamsa. In Telugu, we call it as Hamsa. So if you don't know that, you don't try to go for what we call it as in Google, sir. Don't think Google is going to give you Google, for example. You ask what your name. Is Google is saying that? You say your name, who am I? Will it say? So don't think that everything, don't Google it. So coming to the point of it. Okay, leave that. Come to the topic. So, Amsa mostly visible in small villages. Okay, maybe Pragnadeep Mohanty, maybe a big village because we are all from, I'm from small village only. So in our village, we have seen in my childhood days that I have seen it. Okay. So money. So yes, sir, it is called Hamsa in Telugu. So Karthik is asking village name. Okay, they will go on asking, and they will ask Google Map also and everything. Let us start. So this regular expression definition clear? Come on. Right. So read out this. A regular expression is one of the search pattern, which is a combination of alphabets, digits, and symbols used in searching or matching or finding given data and obtains the desired result. So this is about the definition of what? Regular expressions. So ultimately, so is this concept understandable or not? Online students, you responded, including Mohanty also. So Ritesh Kumar, I'm from Odisha also. Yes, fans are there. Okay. So Pragnadeep, your state member is there. Ritesh Kumar is saying from Odisha. Swan is there. Okay. So, okay. Rakesh, I am also from a small village in West Godavari, sir. Okay, ma, good. So, nice. So, We are all not from direct city. Only city based people are only few of them are there, but most of them are coming from villages only, right or not? So, are you from anybody purely Hyderabad centrally located here only? Maybe few of them are there, but I feel that even those people also their elders and all coming from villages only. That's why all politicians are saying that uh, villages are roots for state, something they will say. Let it be. So now regular expressions are going to be like this. Now you understood the subject now. Now I am entering into the examples I want to start using it. So we understood at this point of time purpose of regular expressions to develop robust applications by going for what? Validations. Definition of regular expressions you understood. And then applications you already understood the names. And we are going to use RE module with one by one. I want to go for it. So let us start one small example in the class. So let me go to the Python program into others and say Python here. So I'm going to say program for searching a word, searching a word in a given line of text. In a given line of text. Students, all of you carefully try to follow. Regular expression 1.py. There I'm taking a line of text. I'm going to take it. What is this? Carefully follow. Python is an object oriented programming language. Python, Python is also Python is also functional programming language. Functional programming language. This is one kind of line of text. Which is the word I want to search it? Which is the word I want to search it? Search pattern is equal to I want to search for the word called Python. So you tell me if it is without regular expressions, you tell me how to do it. Just I'm asking without regular expressions, how to do it. You just tell me. Come, students. Now see, think carefully, all of you. So coming to this place, these things you take it. I'm talking about this line of text and SP you take it. Now I'm going to write it. So we will go for what? Splitting and then we will do it. So how do you go for it? Line dot split off, line dot split off like this I'm writing. And you are going to take it words here. So that words are going to come. Just look at these words now. Just look at these words now. Regular expression 1.py. Just look at that word. Go to the first place point here. Regular expressions I'm taking. So I'm taking REGEXPRS, regular expressions. There I will take the first example. Carefully try to come out of it. So now all of you carefully try to come out and leave that story of a village and all those things. Pragnadeep, especially come to the enter into the subject. So here I'm going to take up P colon. Here I'm going to take it. Here we are Python 6 p or 9 a.m. So there I'm going to write it. The regular expressions here. Try to execute. Regular expression 1. Python is an OOP. Like this we are getting. But here you look at the split function is splitting based on what? Default delimiter called space. But here this is not separated by space. It is separated with what? Not. Then how can you do this now? How can you do this? This is an important for me. Especially after seeing this entire thing, you are supposed to apply particularly one more splitting, you have to do it. If I go for applying something like words dot count of what I'm doing now, Python SP if I write it, SP if I write it, number of occurrences is equal to print of what? Number of occurrences is equal to NOC. I'm writing it. It will print the value called only one. Only one is coming, right or not? But actually, Python is available how many times? 2 times it is available. It's a problem or not? What I do again, I need to split for this. I need to go for split 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. I need to go for 4. To avoid this kind of thing, I will go for what? Keep a comment. See that here I am writing words dot, words dot, words of 4 dot, split of I will do what? Dot, dot, which will give you something like a WD. I will go for WD here. I will just look into that WD. Lang and Python is coming. This Lang and Python I will go for keeping here. What is this now? Here I am writing word of what word of 4 is equal to, I need to write it WD of 0, WD of 0. You be careful about it. I am printing words here. Try to observe it. Try to observe it. Words here. So try to observe now. What is happening? Lang is there. This one also I want to place it here. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In the fifth place, I will go for it. I will write it one more thing. Words dot insert. Words dot insert of what? 5 comma what WD of 1. When you see this complete example, then it is containing Python is in this lang. I was split this and separately, then I made it. So try to remove this entire thing. Try to remove this entire thing. Try to remove that and say NOC here and NOC here. You see that time we are getting what? 2. So how much work is done here? Lot of work is done. Lot of logic is involving here. Why this entire difficult efforts? Rather than that, I want to go for applying which concept? Regular expressions. How to go for this regular expressions? Very, very simple. For that, first time I am introducing the concept here called function name called find all. What is the function name? Find all. It will take what you want. Find all is a function, predefined function present into the module called RE. Every predefined function belongs to what? Module. What is the module name here? RE. What is the module name? RE dot find all. So I'm going to apply RE dot find all. It will take what? Search pattern comma line. 2 parameters it will take. One is called what here? Search pattern comma what? Line. So now I'm going to take it. Import RE. Import RE. You need to do compulsory. SP comma line. The find all function will search for SP in the given line of text. The word Python, it will look into it. It will look for the word called Python. So it will look for the word called Python. So now I am going to take up the find all function, search for SP completely in the given line of text, and it returns number of occurrences. Number of occurrences it will return. Number of occurrences will be returned. NOC. Here I will write it. So number of occurrences is equal to NOC. I will write it. NOC I wrote it. Execute now. So you are going to get it. Try to execute now. Try to execute. This part you execute. How many number of occurrences here? 2 Pythons are coming. Simply I will write it what? How many places the word is coming? This is called number of occurrences are coming. I will apply what? LEN of, I will write it. LEN of. How many times it come? 2. So how many lines of code I wrote it? Maximum, if you think these 2 things, if I try to write in SP, Python I will write. In line, I will write this entire thing and I will just write it in single line also I can write it. So find all function is used for what? Finding number of occurrences of the search pattern to be available in this given data. To write it our own program, it has taken some more lines of code that will be taking more amount of time. I think you are following me. So find all returns what? Find all returns what? List it is returning in how many places this word is coming and whose number of times I am applying the length. So next one is called what I am applying? An. Tell me how many times this an is available. Quick. one time it is available. So that means you are out of order. Completely you are out of order. An is available here. One an is there. One an is there. One an is there. Madhubabulu, you see. How many types of ants are there? So in Mahabharatam, you are almost equal to Duryodhana only. You are not Arjuna. Arjuna is called intelligent boy, and you are almost called something different. You are looking for an only, but this is an an here, this is an an here, and this is like this. How many places this an is available? Come on, చెప్పిన తర్వాతనే చెప్పండి. After I explain, you try to say. Anyhow, you are not able to concentrate. It is called three times. Three times it is available. How do you write the code using normal Python? It is difficult. This is going to be the most important. So it is going to give you LN, you remove NOC only, you write it. It will give you ANS three times, it will be coming like this. Are you following me? So what is the use of AN? What is the use of find all here? Find all is used for searching the search pattern in the given data. Entire data it will search and gives you how many times the number of values of this SP available in that. It will give in the form of list. So number of occurrences means I can write it LN of. So I will write it number of occurrences of. Number of occurrences of. I will write it number of occurrences, or I can say here I will write it. I will write it like this. I will say here found, found. I will write times. I will write it like this. I will write like this. What I'm writing, NOC of like this. Try to run this now, comma SP. I will write it. Execute it. Execute it. And what is happening there? Try to take it. Dot format. I will write it. Dot format of I will write it. Execute it. And see this now. LN takes. Okay. So SP comma 1 minute student. SP comma here I will write it. SP comma LN off. Okay. Now you execute it and found how many times? Three times. Equal to why this equal to not necessary. You try to run completely. So now you see this program now. So how many times? The word and found how many times? Three times. I will change the word called what here? Python, I will take it. So this is going to give you what? Python found how many times? Two times. I will write here the word called KVR. KVR is not found at all. It is going to say KVR found 0 times. Are you able to follow? This is called which function? Find all. Find all function returns what? Find all function returns what? Here, NOC is an object of type class list, class list, class list. On the list I am applying what here? LN I am applying. I hope you are understanding. Find all. Understood? So here I am writing Python. It is a first basic example, 0 level example this is. So you understood this kind of thing. Small p if I write it, not there. That is also not there. So you need to take it as what? This kind of answer. You are finding this answer. I think find all is clear. Clear? So instead of going for splitting and then applying the count, I'm just applying what? Find all. It is called better. In the exception handling, I need to write a big line of code. In the regular expressions, we'll be writing simply one line of code. I can write like this. Now coming to the next stage, I want to go for it. Second function I want to tell you. Here, first stage in this place, I got it. In this place, we got it. The first thing, the first function, we understood find all. Next example, I want to continue. Search function, I want to take it. Search function, I want to go for it. So here I'm going to take it. 2.py. Program for searching a word in a given line of text and find its first occurrence. Find its first occurrence. Find its first occurrence index. Find its first occurrence starting index, and what? Ending index. ending index. So find searching for a word in a given line of text, find its first occurrence starting index and ending index. So let us start understanding. So this is a Python. So my requirement here is I want to search for the word Python. Wherever the word Python is present, I want to stop it. And I want to return the index of the Python where it is present. At present, it is present in where 0th index, P letter starts, and ending is what? Fifth index, where Python is going to contain Python. So this is going to be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then what? 5. 0 to 5. Starting index 0 where Python starts. Ending index is n 5. And that 5 plus 1 will be given. That is nothing but 0 comma 6 will be given. Means Python is present from 0 to 6. That means 6 minus 0 is called what? 6 letters are there in Python which is present into 0 to 5 places. What is present? End index plus 1 will be given. But who will find? There is another Python is also there that will not look for. So I want to look for only first occurrence. How do you go for it? Re dot function name called what? Search. Search function is used to search the search pattern one time only. Sp comma line. Sp comma line. It returns one object. One object it will return. What is that object will contain? This object will contain two things. For example, I am writing here caviar. Caviar is not present into this given line of text. That time, what is this obj contains? This obj contains what? None. This obj contains none. None means what? No data. This sp is not present into this given data. That is called what here? None. So search function returns a none in the case of value not found, which we call it as what? Search unsuccessful we can call. In which case? None case. You execute it, print of what? Obj and type of obj. You execute it 2.py. Online students, listen carefully now. So 2.py, execute it, py, 2.py. It is a none and then what? None type. None and none type. That indicates search is not successful. Now I'm going to take it what here? Python I'm going to take it. This Python is present in this case. That obj contains what? The value which is present. That is nothing but what? Python. And it is present into where? 0 comma 6. That is known as span we can call. Span. Span means what? From where to where this data will present. Starting index and ending index. Plus it will give you which type of object also it is going to present. This obj earlier is a none type. Now it is called what? Match class object it is. Re dot match. Re dot match is called class. Of which type? Obj. So there are two things are here. Once the value found, it returns an object of match class object. Re dot on in Re there is a match class which will give you the matched value and present in what? Span of 0 comma 6. Which index it is present also it will give you. If the value not present, it returns a none whose type is none type. Already you know. So no data present. Unsuccessful search. This is a successful search. Let me execute. See already there is a none type. Here you observe it. Re dot match object span 0 comma 6. What is the matched value here? Python. What is the type? Re dot match class. Are you following me? So here I am writing one simple thing. What is that? If obj not equal to what? None. Obj not equal to none. What I can say? Search is successful. Search is successful. I will say search is successful. Now I want to print it. What I want to print it here? Here span. Starting index is there, ending index is there. What is the matched value here? Python. So how do you get the starting value 0 and this one To find this, to get this starting index, there is a function name called what? Start. There is a function name called start, which is present in which object? Match class object. There is one more function name called what? End. There is one more function name called end, which is also present in where? Match. To get this matched value, there is a function name called what? Group. There is a function name called group. These are the functions, three functions are present in which object? Match object. So how to apply? Here I am writing starting index. Starting index is equal to comma obj dot I am writing start ending index. I am writing here ending index is called here end of I am writing. Next I am going to write it print of I am writing matched value is equal to I am writing here obj dot what I am writing there. I am writing group. I am going to write it group. So I am going to write it group here. So this is the data in the case of successful. If it is none, if the obj is none not equal to none, it is called false. It is coming to this place. What is this now? Search is unsuccessful. Search is unsuccessful. I will write it. So the value does not exist. So unsuccessful. And I will write it. Here I will write it. Does not exist. Does not exist. Here I will write a single quote that value does not exist. Does not exist in given data. So dot format of SP. Try to execute now. See this now. Coming to this place. Here I am getting search is successful. Starting index 0, ending index 6, and matched value is called 6. That is called Python. And it is searching for what? First match only it is searching for. Suppose if it is something like HYD, what is happening? If HYD was not there, what is happening? Search is unsuccessful and HYD does not exist in given data. So I think you are following me. Next, I will go for one more thing I am going to tell you. Something like I am writing and I am saying there is a an is here. There is another ans are there, but they don't look for. It looks for only first thing. Starting index 10, ending index 12. 12 minus 10 is two letters only, that is an. Suppose I am writing here small p and I am writing capital P here. Small p, Python I am writing it. That time what will happen? This Python is not matching here. Definitely this Python will be printing. So search will look for what only? Search will look for what? First occurrence match only. Is it matching? No, because the first letter is different, case sensitive, not matching. It looks for here whose starting index, ending index, and whose matched value will be displayed. Execute it. Search is successful. Starting index, ending index, 22 and 28, 6 letters, and Python. So this indicates what? Search function will search for first occurrence match only. Spell out that word. First occurrence match, but not looking for all occurrences match. That is the function called what? Search. So here object can written, here object can be, here obj can be what types? Obj can be either match or what? None type. None type in the case of unsuccessful, match is in the case of successful. This is about the function called search. Let me go to one more function called find iter. So find all will give you all occurrences, but it won't give you indices. Search will give you what? First match index with a starting index and end index, but it will not give you other occurrences indexes. But what is my requirement today? I want all occurrences. I want all occurrences. All indices also I want. All indices also I want. That is called a find ITR. It is a detailed search process will be given. Let me show you the find ITR, which is another example here. Important. First, these things are clear. Automatically, things will become so simple. For searching for a word in a given line of text, find its all occurrences. Find its all occurrences, and get get starting index and ending index of those values. So how to get it? 3.py. So I'm applying what here? Find iter. Find iter. Remove this entire thing and try to look at carefully here. Now I'm writing capital P. If I go for search, it will look for first occurrence only. But find ITR will do what? Now I'm giving one table of values. Try to follow. So table of values, you follow me now. This is called what here? Starting value, starting index, ending index, ending index, and then what next? Value I'm going to take it. So what find ITR will do? It will look for what? Find ITR 0 place 1 Python is there. The ending place 5. 5 plus 1 is called 6. Then what is the value found? Python. This is one value found. Then find ITR will look for is an OOP lang not found. And here it is found again. Whose recording will be done? 22 and then what? 28 and one more Python also found here. So this is going to be a table of entries. Next, no more Python is present. This is the complete search details given by what? Find ITR kept into where? OBJ. So what is this OBJ is going to be? This OBJ contains complete details about your search. This OBJ belongs to one type, which is known as what? Class callable underscore iterator. Callable underscore iterator. Callable underscore iterator. Callable underscore iterator is called one class whose object is called OBJ here. From that object, we want to get the first match details, second match details. I want to print it. How do you print it? For loop, I will use it. If I say print of OBJ, it won't print all the details. It will not print. Now I need to get the details. How do I get the details? For I will take it first match. So MAT is one variable I will use it. Match details. This is a detailed match details. This is one match details in OBJ. So what is this will be doing? This for loop will do what? First match details will be kept in where? MAT. So I will say print of MAT. So what is this MAT belongs to? As we discussed earlier, it contains first match details, which contains what? First index, second index, and matched value. Definitely it is an object of what? Match class. It is printed. Second time going to the for loop, it is printing the second match details also printed. So I'm going to show you. Look at that. So this is complete match details. Complete or match details, I'll take it. MAT details. Match details. What is the type of, I will write it. Type of MAT details. MAT details. Just to try to see. So this is called 3.py. 3.py. Out of that, execute. So here I'm getting callable underscore iterator. So here you need to understand. Here I will write it MAT details. MAT details is an object of is an object of is an object of class callable underscore iterator. Print type of this written here. From there I want to get the data. How do I get this data? From MAT in MAT details. I will print what MAT. See that now it is going to execute. First match details 0 to 6 matching Python. Match object, it's called what? Python again. So if I want to print it in detail, what I will do? Print of what? Starting index, online students, starting index, end index, end index, and then what? Value, which is available. Dot format of MAT dot start, MAT dot start, MAT dot end, and MAT dot group. I'm going to write a group. So here I wrote a group format function. Here MAT is an object of what? Hmm? చెప్పగలరా? క్లాస్ నేను రాస్తుంది ఎప్పటి నుంచో రాస్తున్నా క్లాస్. ఎందుకని మీరు అసలు వేస్ట్ అసలు మ్యాచ్ క్లాస్ ఆబ్జెక్ట్. సో రిటర్న్ హియర్. చదువుకోవాలి ఎప్పుడు యూ వితౌట్ రీడింగ్ ఇఫ్ యూ కమ్ టు ద క్లాస్ కీపింగ్ లైక్ ఏ స్టాచ్యూస్ హియర్. సో యూ నీడ్ టు రీడ్ ఫస్ట్. సో execute it and see the output of it. Starting index 0 and 6 Python. Starting index 22 and then this is called something like this. These are comes under what? Complete such details will be done by find ITR. And we are getting starting index and end index. So if I come to this place, search, find all, find ITR, these are for searchers and these are for retrieving the data. Sub function you don't worry right now. I hope you are understanding this mechanism. So I'll show you simple discussion about that part. Here I'm going to show you the functionality. I will show you regular expressions, one predefined functions in that I will show you. Predefined functions in RE module. Just try to see. The module named required for developing is RE. So RE is for data validation purpose. Module contains the following functions. Find ITR. Here find ITR. First one is a detailed explanation. Search pattern, given data. Here variable name is an object of type callable underscore iterator. This function is used for searching the search pattern in given data iteratively, means repeatedly, and if and returns table of entries which contains what index? Start index, end index, and a matched value based on search pattern. This is about find ITR. Find all. Variable name is equal to re.find all. Search pattern given data. Here variable name is an object of list. This function is used for searching the search pattern in the entire given data and find all occurrences or matches, and it returns all the matched values in the form of an object list, but it is not returning start and end index values. This is about which function? Find all. Next is what? Search. Variable name is equal to re.search, search pattern comma given data. Here variable name is an object of either match type or none type. This function is used for searching search pattern in given data for first occurrence match only, but not for other occurrences or other matches. If the search pattern found in given data, then it returns an object of match class which contains matched value and start and end index values, but it indicates search is successful. If the match search pattern not found in given data, then it returns none, which is of type none type, and it indicates search is unsuccessful. This is about the search function. Very much important. Come to group. Present into match class. Match class object. Function is used for obtaining matched value of find ITR and search. We don't apply with a find all because we are not getting the matched value there. In the form of list only directly getting. So this function present into match class of RE module. Same start also. Starting index of matched value. Present into RE module. Match object dot start, match object dot group. End. Obtaining the end index plus 1. End means still available. End plus 1 will give you complete value. This function present into match object dot end giving. This sub you don't worry. I'll explain, not at present. Tomorrow I will explain, or day after tomorrow I will explain. That is in the next class we will explain. But in one moment you will come across. After which topic I will explain? After quantifiers I will explain the sub function. Until that, nothing to worry about it. These are the functions which we understood today up to here. And tomorrow class when I come back, I'm going to talk about this programmer defined character classes. Very, very important. Today, I did not introduce any formulas. Just today, how to search for one word I said. So I will post it and you practice it and read and then come tomorrow class. Okay. So I'll stop the class. And tomorrow class will meet for further discussion. Online students, if any doubts are there, you hold on. Thank you. Carry on. Don't miss tomorrow class. Important. So Pragnadeep Mohanty, sir, what is Odoo platform? How Odoo platform with a Python? See, Odoo will be coming. This type of thing will come in the data science level. This is also one type of app level development. This will be coming in the data science. We use so many algorithms: supervised learning, unsupervised learning, reinforcement learning. You will use it and you will develop this type of applications. Data science level you will come across. The coding will be with Python only. These type of algorithms you will use it. Okay, fine. Okay, Mohanty. So Varun, we are going to learn Python logging. See, those things, Python logging will be coming in the web application development. Web application development only logging will be coming. Logging is nothing but verification about the background details in the web development, not in the language level. So what is there? Everything I used to discuss. And GUI with Python, GUI with Java is totally out of order. It is not there in the industry. This you will develop in the web world by using HTML and CSS and next JavaScript, Tquinter, Turtle. These are all called what? Outdated in 10 years back only, outdated. In Java, that is called AWT, Swings. These are all outdated. So if it is there, myself only will tell everything. So I never leave a single part of it which is needed in the industry. Okay, now? So tomorrow, don't miss the class. Thank you. Carry on. Online students, if any doubts are there, NumPy Pandas class when start, I will intimate very soon. Thank you, students. Online students, any more doubts? So, Shivaraj, GUI concept, that is what I said just now. HTML in the web world, your concept is our course is full stack Python. There, the web development always uses HTML, CSS only. So, GUI with Python, we don't develop it and it is not there in the industry. It is outdated 10 years back only. So, outdated things we don't discuss in the classroom. So, we develop the GUI development in the industry, in the present world, only with the HTML, with the CSS, with the JavaScript, Bootstrap. That's why we added that. So, Shivaraj, I think you understand. Sai Varun, for you also. Sai, when will be this course completed? Maybe January 2nd or January 3rd, it will complete. January 2nd or 3rd. After this regular expression concept is over, that will be completing. So, any more things? Right. So, no more hand raising symbol, students. So, I will log out and I will go for uploading these notes. Try to